Chris Hughes here with an update out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. And today we'll be discussing the Synopsys 2023 Open Source Security and Risk Analysis Report. In this report, they examined over 1,700 different code bases. They found that 89% of code bases contained open source software that was more than 4 years out of date. They found that 91% of code bases contained open source software components that had no new development in over 2 years. They found that 84% of commercial and proprietary code bases that they examined have some high-risk vulnerabilities associated with them. And as we know from other reports from other groups such as Sonotype, software supply chain attacks have been up over 700% in the last 3 years. We've seen it impact proprietary organizations like SolarWinds, also open source software components like Log4j, which impacted thousands of organizations around the world. And as we know, open source software exists and is pervasive from everything from the most mundane, leisurely based applications and software to the most critical infrastructure and national security systems. So when you take a look at this and you see that this essentially is a massive attack surface of outdated and vulnerable software that's pervasive across our entire ecosystem. As I said, nearly 90% of these code bases that they looked at had open source software components that were over 4 years out of date. And as we all know, the saying says that software ages like milk. And so as that happens, you have new vulnerabilities emerge. Malicious actors are looking at this and trying to take advantage of this lucrative and enticing attack vector. They realize they can compromise a single software component or a project, for example, and impact thousands or even millions of downstream victims. That said, stay resilient out there.
Search for and subscribe to It's 505 wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts.